Patch 3.7 to PTU, Mantis sighted, mission sharing and caves. I'm Starburger.
En I'm Bockbiertje.
Good evening, Mr. Bockbiertje. You're sounding a little bit sick, aren't you?
I'm a little under the weather. Yeah.
Under the weather, okay.
Under the weather.
How was your week beside being sick?
Well, finally we got some 3.7 access for the first wave, and I'm enjoying it a lot. Exploring caves, bit of flying. Hope to see the Mantis live in action, but the devs are ignoring me.
Poor Bocky.
Yeah. But for the rest, yeah, it's testing out stuff. So far, it's looking really good. It's performing really well. So I'm amazed.
Well, I have been flying today too. I have been flying my Cutlass. I've been flying my Prospector just to see how Vito works.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, I've been exploring caves, and it's awesome. The atmosphere, the sounds, the rocks falling, the explosions in the caves. It's awesome.
It's actually the
It's
first time that I turned up my volume a bit more. Usually when I play Star Citizen, I stream it at the same time and I just have some other music going on. But this week I was just, no, let's not stream it. Let's just do single player, me alone in a cave. And it's an eerie feeling. It's the sound works. It's so damn good. It's amazing.
But it's not the only thing you have done, because you bought something, didn't you? You bought yourself a PS4.
Yeah.
You swore you wouldn't do it.
I'm one of the console plebs right now, yeah. But I always will be a PC master race.
Yeah, I know, but the most funny thing is, well, I find it the most funny thing. I
The
can
week
imagine you
after.
won't be finding it. You bought it for Red Dead Redemption Online, and a week after you bought it,
It's announced for PC.
on 4th of November.
Yep.
Oh, that was really, really harsh, but
So close.
it doesn't matter. But
No,
still
we
Death Stranding to go this.
that's what I wanted to say. There's Death Stranding coming as well, and maybe some other neat PS4 exclusive games. I don't know, but yeah, that's another game I was really enjoying this week and last weekend with you. It's amazing to play it online. The story mode itself is also really capturing. It's definitely gonna finish it before the 4th of November, so that we can go full on with the online mode on PC. Yeah.
Yeah, the online mode, we had a lot of fun. If you look right now in the, well, let's see, right corner of the screen, you'll see a compilation of our shenanigans. You can find out what we all did and what fun we had.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with the first topic for today. And the first topic I want to do a little bit in order. CIG said, well, let's release a ship, let's tease a ship, the Mantis.
Yeah.
But it backfired a little bit, I think, because why would you tease a ship for 8 days?
This whole marketing plan that they have, I don't know. Backfiring is maybe
Maybe
the
a little bit too harsh.
the wrong wording. People will buy it anyways, but they could create it so much more hype in lesser time. And what I mean with that is, don't start a whole picture quest with posting a picture and different progress each and every day for almost 1.5 weeks, and then all of a sudden they appear live in the PTU with a Mantis trolling players. But
not only that, the worst part I think about is always, one, there are players on Twitter complaining about the fact, well, yeah, we know it's a ship, we know it's a RSI Mantis, please stop teasing it. And they lost interest. Not to buy it, but okay, well, we'll see it when it goes live. The second thing is they revealed it through media.
Yeah.
through media outlets, and that's one thing. I understand it, but it's a little bit a slap in the face to the players because they are the ones driving the game. They want to buy the ships, and you hype something on your website, and then you reveal it on a media outlet, and two media outlets. I think the first one was GameStar,
GameStar
the
DE.
German,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and the other one was I can remember even, but it's that was not really nice of them.
But
I think.
wouldn't it be far more cooler than we knew that there was a ship coming along, right? There was a bit of a rumor. Now, wouldn't it be cool to play the PTU and then all of a sudden see a dev spawning in with a Mantis, and you are like, "What the hell is that? What just interdicted me? What is that ship?" And let's try to get a close up and see what's going on there, and
An
then
in-game hype.
an in-game
Oh,
hype instead of all the pictures for 1.5 weeks. It's just like Elite Dangerous with their Targoids when they got introduced. There was like random spottings, sightings,
yep.
random events happening, and
Mm-hmm.
it was all really mysterious. Now that would be way more, well, let's say, hypeful for the Mantis, for the chip,
Yeah.
than what they did right now.
Players are already hyping everything they see. If they see something on a whiteboard in a dev's office,
Yeah,
or something on a another video, or I've seen players just looking at concept art, looking at a spec in the background, saying, "Whoa, whoa, is that the new ship?" They can hype so much more by indeed doing what you said.
true.
Just maybe throw a hint on Spectrum, or not even on Spectrum, just on Twitter, maybe a little hint, little hype hint from something stirring, and people will start seeing things in the PTU. I know it's. I think they're not doing this because the game is still in alpha and not everybody's playing it, but I think there will be less backlash or murmuring in the player base if they do it like this, because
Yeah.
it's awesome. They're
Again,
doing it now.
it's announced, but what are
Yeah,
we missing? Details. It's not even
yeah,
there on the website. There's nothing. Yeah,
and
Q&A
not only
page.
that, they give a Q&A, and there are absolutely no details. What would you ask
Nothing.
about it?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
only guess, because
yeah, we can only
the
guess.
next thing is, how do you think that it works? You can set up, let's say, 20 kilometers wide, some sort of netting that will catch every player out there who travels through that net of yours.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have like a smaller area of effect that's basically instant. What I read, but
Mm-hmm.
you have to track it somehow. You can't see a player usually quantum traveling through space. How are you picking up that target? Is there a new scanning mode, or how can you lock on to them?
Well, I think it's gonna be a sort of a bubble. They're gonna, if you, for instance, have two mantis,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, two of the same ship, um, and if you then you have a 40 kilometers or whatever, and if you position yourself from Port Olisar to Daymar, for instance,
Yeah,
or from port, because every ship takes the same route. If you
I
go
know.
from Port Olisar to Daymar, or from Port Olisar to another big thing, you will go through that. It's not that you go
Okay, but
completely
then
different, but
you're starting at a space station, at
yeah.
a truck stop, for instance, or whatever. But
Hmm.
if a person is already into quantum travel mode,
Hmm.
how will you interdict him? You don't know where he's
Yeah.
going. You don't know where he
Nope.
started.
Well. No,
That's my
it's
big
not that
question.
you.
How will you intercept such a person? You can't.
Uh, no, you are exactly right, but I think it's not a mechanic for say I have a player, I want to catch him,
Mm-hmm.
I know his name and I'm gonna target him. It's more of a mechanic. Let's stop everything that comes along and see what we can get out of it. And I know that sounds strange, but it sounds a little bit like well we're gonna it's all random, but for pirates it's not that problem because everything is available for pirate. But you
Mm-hmm.
also have a problem if you uh, pull out a freelancer. Oh nice, a freelancer. But if you pull out a kraken,
Yeah,
you
yeah, 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 yeah.
you are
You're
you are
fucked.
screwed.
Yeah.
You're fucked. So maybe that's the way. I don't know because we don't know enough yet about it. But
Well,
I
maybe
think they are going that way.
the game at this state is currently maybe not entirely ready for this mechanic because, like I said, when you're sitting there with your Mantis at Port Olisar, for instance,
Hmm.
um, yeah, everybody that drops out had probably the destination Port Olisar.
Yeah.
uh, what's the use of that then?
Yeah, that's. I know there's not much gameplay for it because you can also not loot ships yet. So
Exactly. So if
it's nice. It's the same as the reclaimer. It's all nice that the
yeah,
ship is in game. It's big. It's very beautiful, but
yeah,
there's no gameplay for it. And same goes for the luxury ships. It's all nice,
yeah.
but there's no gameplay for
For
it.
now, I think it's only the main use will be to prevent pilots to get into the quantum travel mode instead of taking them really out, because that's really hard to do at this point in time with all the missing mechanics.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
No scanning, no IR scanning, and well, there's IR scanning, but not on in quantum travel
No,
mode.
no, exactly.
So I know exactly what you mean. Okay, well, let's leave the Mantis for now
Yep.
because we don't know enough about it yet to really be upset or happy about it. Let's go on to the next topic, and the next topic is caves. Oh my god,
Really?
really? Yeah, I
Really?
freaking love the caves. We've been to studio tour, we've seen stuff,
Yeah.
we've seen stuff online. Basically, we saw the same stuff as at when they did it on. I think it was Star Citizen Live.
True. Yeah. Yep.
But you saw the caves over there, and it was like, yeah, nice. It's a cave. Okay, it's a big cave, but what are we gonna do in it? And now we have the caves in our hands. And the first time I went in, the light, the sound, the light from your headlight or from your weapon. By the way, I tried weapon attachments,
Yeah.
the flashlight on it. Awesome, works perfectly.
Okay.
Um, the atmosphere. Oh man. Did you get lost?
Yes, and I will not tell you how many times. No, it's some. I was thinking, because when you go down, it becomes really a labyrinth with all small ledges and small entrances which you have to crouch down and through, up and over. They've done it really, really well. Uh, but I was thinking to leave some kind of breadcrumbs, a breadcrumb trail all the way back to the entrance, but it's really hard to do. I couldn't find any things in my inventory that I could throw on the ground, for instance, and that would
Maybe flares. Did
maybe.
you get any flares?
Yeah, I got some flares, but from what I understand, flares are um, not visible all of the time. They will eventually fade out, I think.
Okay, so it's not really persistent. Persistent. They have a lifespan.
I think so. I think they have a lifespan. It's only from what I heard. I haven't seen it or witnessed it myself yet. But I
Mhm.
was thinking, why doesn't CIG give us a spray can? So I can spray the walls where I'm walking along, and it's only visible for me, for instance.
Well, I think I have a better idea. What about a digital augmented reality solution?
Another visor in my visor.
No, not another visor. addition to your visor.
Okay.
You can for instance s- uh, draw stuff on the wall
Mm-hmm.
as a spray can, and you can turn it on or off
Oh,
like
like that.
a
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's a better or maybe if you don't have a visor because you're a Drake pleb like me, maybe a spray can or duct tape is a better option, or maybe even a ball of yarn. But I think you're right, and also the fact you cannot find the case right now except the ones for the mission.
Yeah.
You have to really look. Maybe there's also an option to scan them, but that's all in the future. For now, there are missions in the cave. You can mine in the caves, and of course, just wander around. And uh, I got properly scared
Oh,
uh, because I was setting up screenshot, and somebody came from behind and didn't see him,
right.
and I I scared myself a bit, but it was fun. It
the
was fun.
clean underpants. Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
there.
no,
Yeah.
not really clean, but it's you're really concentrated on that nice picture, and all of a sudden somebody rushes through your field of view. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
yeah,
it scares
it's
yeah,
fun.
it scares you shitless. I know.
Yeah, yeah, scared shit. That's a little bit harsh, but you know what I mean.
It's almost
Also,
Halloween, so we can be
yeah,
scared.
and imagine we get that subscriber helmet with the skulls on it.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
yeah.
That you just can sit in the corner and turn it on when somebody comes around. Uh, but with caves also comes a new mechanic we can do in caves, and that's first person mining.
Yes.
First person mining. I heard you had a little bit trouble with it in the beginning.
I was a bit
What
stupid.
happened?
Yeah. Well,
Why?
first I had to find out where I could buy the stuff, and that wasn't that hard. I got my tool somewhere in Levski, and I bought my rucksack at Port Olisar. So in Levski, I was that smart to get also the special attachment for the mining option for your multi tool. So I think I was all good. I was completely ready. So I went to a mine, and luckily, all the people there were friendly, didn't shoot anyone, no griefing, and I couldn't mine. It got me like, well, 2 hours to realize that I didn't equip the special attachment, the mining attachment. Um, so yeah, after that, no issues at all. But it took a
I
while.
I I did it. I bought it and I attached it right away, and for one reason only. I thought it was on, I think, Star Citizen Live
Hmm.
or the other one. Somebody said, "Well, you get your multi tool, put on your mining attachment." I was like, "Oh, I need to put on a mining attachment. I have to remember that one because
Yeah.
I would have been the same doofus as you
I
was
I thought I
and
did it, but
mining."
probably or due to a bug, but probably
That was
I
also.
didn't save it or whatever. It's my own mistake.
Oh yeah, you
I
have to
admit.
save it.
Yeah,
If you put it on, you have to save the
I
equipment,
think that's
otherwise
the
it won't
issue.
work. But how did you like the mechanic? How did you like the overall
The
stuff? The visuals?
the visuals are nice. The I was looking after the pricing. What I got like from my trip was a what was it called? Uh, Aphorite, and that
Mm-hmm.
sells for like 152 AUEC in Port Olisar for one bit. So I think it's more time consuming, but if you hit the jackpot, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I haven't found the other ones yet, so I don't know the if there are even higher prizes or
I thought I had some emerite or something like that, and it sold for 350 a piece.
right.
So that was
Okay.
a little bit higher. Also, one thing I was a little bit worried about or a little bit pissed about, and after I I went to Port Olisar, it was totally ungrounded because what I did, I wanted to see if the mechanic to put all the stuff you have or put some of the stuff you have in the box and just put it on your ship and then go back,
Yeah.
get get something else and just also put it in the ship just to see if the mechanics will work. I had 2 or 3. No, I got 3 sorts of crystals in my inventory, and I was like, okay, I want to have that crystal and I want to put it in the box. So I did. I put it in my ship, and I want to put the other stuff in the box and in the ship, and all the other stuff was gone. I was like,
Really?
God, this sucks because that means I can only put one thing and now the rest is gone. But then I went to a Port Olisar to see, well, does it work?
Yeah.
And store all means exactly what it is. Store all.
Okay.
You store all of your stuff in one box.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it's different or not, but you can sell it.
Separately.
Not you don't have to sell it all at once. You can sell it separately in it.
Right.
So
Right.
that's a little bit. I was like, oh no, 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 no. I now I cannot test it, but I could test it, and it was a nice mechanic. But as you said in the past episode, you said, well, where's the box coming from? It's indeed spawning, and there's no boxes that you have to buy empty to store other
Yeah.
stuff in it. So
Well, that's the whole
maybe they
discussion
fix that.
about going for reality and or fun, and a mix between those. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was thinking instead of boxes, maybe buy nets where
Mm-hmm.
you can put the crystals in, like fine mazed nets, just like fishing.
Yeah.
That's easily transportable and carryable. So maybe that's more realistic and has the same function as the whole mission box. You're getting somewhere.
Or maybe in inflatable bags like the Prospector has.
True. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
maybe flat stuff you can just put in your on your body and just
Exactly.
get it out and make a box out of it.
Yeah.
Maybe like that. Or I did a poll on Twitter. You saw it. You also answered it. By the way, the poll said there must be more food trucks. That was the winning answer. So
Ah.
I'm so very proud of all of you
Flipping burgers,
because
baby.
flipping burgers, making tacos, doesn't matter. Food trucks it is. But somebody said to me, well, we need hover drones or maybe even hover mules or not hover, just
That are
mules.
following you around and you can put your stuff on and
Yeah, or one mission box or 2 mission
Mhm.
boxes or whatever. And I was like, yeah, well, I've seen it with Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, we're going there. You can put stuff on your horse and just let it follow you. So it's possible.
Sure.
I like the idea.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think about it?
I think it's a great idea. Yeah, some sort of a companion that's following you around, and um, I don't think you will have to send it back to your ship. That would make it a bit too easy. Plus, how could a drone without arms getting the boxes of itself and place it into the cargo grid? How can it enter your ship? I don't think we
Hmm.
have to go that far, but just following you around, just for extra storage, extra inventory. That's a great idea. Yeah.
We know a game that's coming out in November that also has a hover thing that will follow you. Death Stranding.
Mm-hmm.
It looked fun. It looked nice. So maybe, but let's first make sure everything gets into Star System before we add new stuff because future creep.
Future
Okay.
creep. Yes, Chris, don't listen.
No, 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 Chris, don't listen to us.
There's one other
Well,
thing I wanted to tell
yeah,
you, which has to do with the caves and mining and such. The other stuff you can find on the ground, the dung. We at least know that
yeah,
there will be animals called rantas in game because I found myself a little ranta dung.
yeah. Well, I was a little bit worried about that because there are no fauna in game right now.
No,
What is shitting on the ground? I really don't want to
it's a
know.
very ancient shit. It's an ancient
Oh,
dinosaur shit.
Is it worm shit or something? Is it little worm shit? We know there are worms in game,
I
but
don't know. It's
nah,
no, but it
I
makes
found
you
it too.
guess, right? What that there's absolutely no fauna at all in game except for a turtle.
Yeah.
But yeah, that will definitely come later on when they have the resources ready for that. And
Can you imagine walking in a cave and getting attacked by
well,
a scary ass
we
thing,
find it scary now, but that shit's gonna be way more scarier over time. Yeah.
and you have to have a weapon?
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Oh man, I'm scaring myself right now. No, that's a kid. No, exactly. But there's also I thought I saw also something else in game, and that's the not the shit, but the plague fruit or some plague seed or something. It was a plant kind of thing
Is that the
with all
blue
tubes
one?
out of it.
No. Oh, I
No,
haven't
no,
seen that one
with
yet.
all tubes.
Okay.
No, you've been to Daymar, I think. Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Aberdeen. If you
Oh,
are
right.
starting from Hurston and you take the mission investigation,
Mhm.
you'll get a cave mission in on Aberdeen. And there was the Banta shit, but there was also a plague fruit or plague plant or something like that. And it looked like somebody just grabbed everything they could find and put it together and make something scary out of it. And yeah, well, I took it because why not? Maybe maybe and that would be fun because they also did it on World of Warcraft and Star Wars: The Old Republic. You can get sick if you are not wearing the right protection,
Mhm.
and that you can spread it.
Oh, yeah, I was there around that time. You don't
Yeah,
want it to be spread because that will cost you your complete server population.
yeah, I know. I know. We had the same thing as Star Wars: The Old Republic. We had the what's the name? Ragul plague, and it was like you got four stages. The first one is you start coughing. The second one you start coughing and falling down randomly. The third one was that you're vomiting all over the place,
Mm.
and if you stand next to people, they will get infected. And the last one is you'll explode.
Right. I think I'm
In the
at the
cloud.
third stage at the moment here in real life.
You explode? Oh no!
Almost. I'm vomiting.
No, but it's and after that you'll just respawn on the spot. They did that correct because otherwise you will be screwed, and you'll be cured of the plague until somebody else comes around. So maybe, but it's an interesting idea. Maybe they will do it. Maybe they don't do
They
it.
can
But
expand
oh,
it in the future as much as they want. Yeah.
yeah, but not now. Please don't.
Hopefully not now. No, focus on the stuff that really matters at the moment. And
Mhm.
yeah, I think 3.7 is a good patch. It will be even better when we get some persistency in money. And
Yeah,
uh,
that's the one thing you and I are waiting for.
well,
If you
everybody,
get
I think, yeah.
please don't take it away. We got enough money sinks right now. We got flares, we got ships you can rent, you got all other kinds of stuff you can buy. You can buy ships, so
Yeah,
that's a big money sink. So
exactly. We got a couple of gameplay loops now. That's fun to do, can keep you occupied, but yeah, if it with the next release steals all your money and you start out of zero, then yeah, the fun is gone, and it
yep,
would be
I
nice
know.
if you can keep your money persistent and set yourself a goal, what you want to buy, what you want to do, etc., etc., etc. But that's close. That's close.
Yeah, they said it was close indeed. The next thing I want to talk about is the inventory
Yeah.
because we have an inventory now for not consumables, commodities. We can put stuff in it, what we mined, what we find, what we picked from trees and stuff. But I was a little bit disappointed to see when I pressed six, when I held a can in my hand, it didn't show up on the inventory.
Right.
If you know.
Um, Yeah, I know what you mean, but I haven't tested it yet with cans or any other stuff I find. I only did it with the cave, the rocks, the dung I found. That all showed up, but the rest I haven't looked at yet.
Okay. Well, I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to things I want to have on my body in game.
Hmm.
Like when I have a gun, I want to see it on my, and I have a holster, I want to see it in my holster.
Right.
If I have a gun on my back, I want to see it on my back. But I want also what I want is when I take off my helmet, it doesn't disappear, because that's one thing, and I think Chris will not let that happen. But it's one thing I hate about other games. Stuff you put on your body will disappear, and when you get it back, it will appear. No, not. Please don't.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't it a bug, because I noticed that one of my weapons went missing as well, which was hanging on my
Mhm.
back, and all of a sudden it
No,
was gone.
the weapons are okay. The
Okay.
weapons are okay, and you also have the magazines are also on your body, but stuff like if you have a turtle and you press 6, it's gone, and if you press 6 again, it
Yeah.
appears. Same goes for everything else. I don't like that very
It
much.
has
I
to go
understand.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand if it's, for instance, we have the and that's what I actually want to say. We have the backpack
Yeah. Yeah.
right now, and that also results in, if you wear it, you can carry more,
Hmm.
and I'm a fan of that. If you have a backpack, you can carry more, and if you take your backpack off and put it somewhere, stuff that's in the backpack stays in the backpack,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's not magically going to your body or
It
something.
also should slow you down when walking.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
and
in yet, but it should.
it's called the MacFlex Rucksack
Yep.
Core, by the way.
Yep.
Right, MacFlex. But I was looking at the roadmap for a second to see if the player inventory 2.0 was in dispatch, and it's not.
No, it's only
It's,
the little commodity inventory that's in right now.
let's see where it is then.
I think they
I
pushed
think
it to 3839.
it's not on free
Could
8,
be wrong.
free 9 also not. I think it's gone off the, or maybe they put it together something, or I'm just
Renamed it to
lousy
something
at
else.
searching. Yeah, well, we saw a little bit right now. Or is it mechanic? Well, it doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of it right now because we have the inventory,
Yeah.
and I'm really happy about that one. We saw, as I said in the last episode, we saw that they are also gonna have a radio menu for taking off your helmet, for turning on your flashlight, turning on other stuff. We saw a little bit of sneak peek for a new visor,
Yeah, that looked
so
really awesome.
it looked very clean and very abstract, exactly the way I liked it,
Hmm.
and a little bit more icon driven instead of just text.
Text, yeah.
So yeah,
I think that's a better
I like it.
choice because the visibility, it's still all that bluish. It's still bluish, and it will fade away if you're just in front of a, well, whatever moon, yellow, whatever. The
Mhm.
readability is just gone, and hopefully with more icons you can finally, um, not saying that fonts will be out of the question at all, but with icons you've got a quicker read of a particular status, and
Yeah,
it's more
overview.
visible. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, at a glance you can see you are out of oxygen.
exactly.
What we saw, and of course the old discussion over fonts and not reading it correct. We had that last episode,
True.
and it's still
It's in the
because
works.
I was flying in my brand new Valkyrie, and it has a blue HUD, really nice, but not if you go to a light planet because you won't see shit.
It's completely
So, but
useless.
it's, yeah, it's completely useless. But oh man, that Valkyrie is also nice ship,
Yeah.
but we won't go into that. So the inventory, yes, that's a thing that I'm looking forward how they're gonna manage it. They have the ability to, if you have a helmet, to get take it in your hands and put it somewhere else because they have, for instance, turtles where you can do with it. Also, other stuff like plates. So I don't see a problem that when you take off your helmet, it transfers to become an item. You can put it in a closet or in a locker or on your
Yep.
desk or wherever you want it. And if you are in a ship and it will decompress or something, you will have to run to your helmet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's also kind of gameplay I'm looking forward to.
A lot of people
The
will get
next,
killed forgetting to put on their helmet,
yeah,
just like me.
oh
Just
yeah,
just do a
but
bookie.
just like me, yeah, I've done it. Do you remember the fact that you have had to go to the what's it called, the locker on Port
Yeah.
Olisar to put on your
Yes.
how many times I died
Too
over there
much.
because I forgot.
Too
Yeah,
much.
I couldn't.
Everybody did that.
And and we've got the footage for Bok
Yeah.
because he streamed a lot in those days.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, well,
NDA.
the next one, and the next one, hover mode. We all agreed that the hover mode in 3.6 needed work.
Yeah.
We all agreed about that because people were landing just fine on planets, but when it came to landing on small things like Area 18 and not Levski, Levski and the other one,
Yeah, your
Hurston,
Hurston, Lorville.
yeah, Morgan, yeah,
Basically
where you
landing
had to
pads
no,
and
not just
hangers.
landing pads, but hangars where you had to just put it in a small square
Yeah.
thing with a large ship. People were crashing left and right. We were just, well, we talked a little bit about just watching them die,
Yeah. Yeah.
just sitting there and watching them die. But it's, I didn't have a lot of problems with it. I crashed a couple of times in the beginning. Then I had, well, you know my motto, um, accept and adapt.
Yes. Same here.
But I really understand that it was not manageable because if you're a new player and you'll crash a ship on the first time you take off, it's not fun.
True.
But now we have a hover mode or a proximity assist. I tried it. You tried it. Tell me what you think about it, Bob.
Well, I first want to say that I found it a very weird decision to really uh, redo it all, to throw it away, basically, what they had implemented before. Usually, you are trying to tweak things until you get it into the right direction, and tweak it a little bit more until it feels right. This was going from, okay, we're going to the left, and all of a sudden, and there's a lot of talk in between, I suppose, but all of a sudden we're going completely to the right. We are ditching the complete hovering mechanic, and we go for easy mode, because that's what it is right now. I
Yeah,
sure the original hovering mode we had in 3.6 was far from optimal. It took a little bit of preparation and yeah,
and practice.
practice and a bit of luck to land your ship inside the hangar. Also, mainly due to the view. You didn't have a clue where you were.
Hmm.
But yeah, they ditched that all, and basically it feels smooth. It's doing what it is, but yeah, no more
There's no
helicopter mode.
no, no. The main thing I found with the old hover mode is when you flying mouse and keyboard like me,
Yeah.
and you are uh, touching your mouse, and that's not a dirty analogy by the way, but touching your mouse, and it slides a little bit forward, you screwed because if you do that, it will tilt and it will keep tilting, and you will
Yeah.
crash. That's the one thing, and not everybody's flying with sticks. I've flown with sticks, and it's less of a problem
Hmm.
because you can use your thrusters and just stay level. But if you use your mouse and you just um, tap it forward, the ship will tilt forward and keep going faster and faster, or and then you overcompensate on to the rear, and then you will fly to the rear, and then that's exactly the moment you are screwed because you cannot um, get it easy anymore. What they should have done is maybe a what's it called, a hover mode exactly as it is, like you're hovering, and if you touch your mouse or your joystick forward, you go forward. If you let it go, it will stop.
Yeah,
That would be a bit more of a thing in between.
yeah,
But
that's
you
an
mean
automatic
between?
counteraction that should have
Yeah,
happened. Yeah, yeah,
because yeah, but it's not realistic. Well, I have news for you, because if you fly a helicopter, for instance, a Dolphin, that's the one the Coast Guard has in
yeah.
America. Those things have hover mode. If you push a button, it will hover
Exactly.
straight above, and because it's hard to hover in a
It's
helicopter.
not
So
the old fashioned UE helicopter with collective and stuff. A lot of things are going automatically right now. Indeed.
yeah, and we're in the future.
Same
Why
goes
isn't it possible?
for our normal flight with the spaceship. So most people are flying with the flight assist on instead of decoupled mode. That's basically the same,
Yeah,
right? Decoupled mode is just doing it all by hand, and it takes extra
yeah.
skill.
And please don't try to fly decoupled with a mouse, because it's possible, but it's not that easy. It's decoupled is more for sticks or dual sticks. I think maybe there are people flying with mouse decoupled. I don't know, but there are a lot of people out there, so maybe they will. But I cannot fly decoupled with mouse
You will be
anymore.
amazed by all the varieties people
Yeah,
fly with and how they fly and with what kind of equipment, mouse and
I saw some.
joystick and
I saw somebody fly with a Logitech racing steer.
yeah, racing steer, but also the big red ball, that Logitech ball with your that you control with your thumb. You know, the anti RSI thing. It's
The trackball.
the trackball. That's it. It's all
Oh,
kinds of
really?
controllers that people are just hooking up on their PC and play Star Citizen with. Yeah.
Okay. I hope they don't go and try to support all of those, because
No.
otherwise the game will go out for 2035 or something, but that doesn't matter. But the hover mode, I've tried it. There's a new key combination, the
Yeah.
J of Juliet.
For the VTOL.
Uh, yeah, for VTOL, if you have your ship with tilting engines like the Terrapin, the Valkyrie, the Cutlass, of course the Prospector, and a lot of more I forgot. If you press J, you will the engines will tilt. You didn't find any
I
real
didn't see a difference in there.
difference.
No.
I did. If you can see it as we speak in the movie, in the clips
Hmm.
I'm showing. If you are on Daymar with a Cutlass and you don't have your hover mode on, or the J mode, VTOL mode on, it will take not much longer, but it will get slower when you try to get up. And if you have your VTOL thrusters down, it will go much faster. So I don't know if it's only the Cutlass. I don't know if it's all tweaked and stuff, but that's my thought about it. But you tried the
The
Prospector?
prospector, but I'm gonna try it a bit more also on different moons or on Hurston itself with gravity because I couldn't feel it. It was completely feeling the same for me. Didn't really look at the numbers, but I will definitely will. One
Okay.
other thing, what I thought was a bit weird or was actually implemented, but it's not working, is that when you um, leave atmosphere, that VTOL, or let me put it this way, when you leave the VTOL area and you fly straight forward above a certain speed, I think they should automatically rotate the engines to a forward state instead of a downward state. And that's not happening, or did it happen with you?
No, they opted for not doing that.
Oh, okay.
because people were complaining about it, and I think they are right because there was a lot of problems with the Cutlass. That was a bug,
Hmm.
but also the Valkyrie and the Prospector. You had to sometimes do crazy stuff to get them to turn.
True. Yeah.
Because yeah, and people said, well, let us give us control over it. It's one button. If you just fly straight and you press J, the engines will turn and you will get up to speed right away. I think it's for the better,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that's
Well, you
my
don't hear me complain, but if it's by design, then I'm perfectly
it's
fine
my
with it. Yeah. Yeah.
okay. Well, we forgot about one thing that's in this patch, and we didn't talk about it in the pre on the pre stuff. Um, the Banu Defender. I think we owe GIG an apology because we both said it won't go be ready for
Yeah.
3.7. It will be pushed back, and
It was
they
there.
we were wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice. Did you fly it?
No, I don't own one.
Yeah, me
And
neither.
I'm not Ivacari, so I couldn't test it. I haven't seen it from the inside yet in game, from
Mm-hmm.
screenshots only. And I have to
Mm-hmm.
say it's design wise my favorite ship at the moment, especially with the engravings in the gold colored arms, crab like arms. It's almost
Yeah,
an Egyptian scarab kind of thing, jewelry. It's
it's
Mr.
something
Coons
different.
did really, really well, especially on the inside. What I saw on several streams, it's like
Mm-hmm.
the thing got a rib cage almost. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing, and it's a much needed difference because we all got ships. They got wings, or they got engines, or they got something. It's all
Human
pretty
like.
much the same.
Yeah.
It's human like, it's human made, even if, except of course the Apua stuff like and the Defendo stuff. But
Yeah.
I mean, the ships that aren't. It's the latest ships were all human made, and now we got one, the Banu Defender, and that will be the benchmark for the merchantman. And I am hyped about the merchantman right now because if they can pull off the Banu Defender, I'm really looking forward to what they can do about the
Yeah.
merchantman.
Give me money, please. I'm
I
definitely
know.
gonna buy the Defender myself when it comes to sale again. The
Mhm.
Merchantman, I don't know. That's a pretty expensive ship, is it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is, but I'm not gonna buy it. I I melted my Sentinel, my for the
Yeah.
Valkyrie because I'm not a combat man.
No. No.
I, I'm a sport guy. I want to be able to get you guys out of combat. I want to be able to deliver rovers and stuff, or medic gameplay, or industrial gameplay like refining and stuff. I also own a what's it called, the harvester from Drake. The I forgot the name, but the scavenger from Drake. Doesn't matter. I am not a combat pilot. I rely on you guys, but that's the reason why I won't buy a Badu Defender because it's a combat
Yeah.
ship.
True.
I also put a tweet out saying basically to CIG, well, why won't you just stop with the combat ships right now and give us a little bit more of a civilian kind of ship, a cargo carrier or something? Because we had a lot of combat ships the last
It's
reveals.
almost all combat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
easy, I know,
basically, it's the
because
only thing we can do right now in the verse,
yeah,
except for
well, we
mining.
can, except for mining and cargo, of
True.
course,
True.
we can
But
do missions. But and that's why I always pushing for, please get some mechanics in games.
yep.
We have the FPS mining now. We have mining, but give us something more. Give us exploration, or maybe exploration is a little bit hard, but give us some medic gameplay. That's easy. You can. There are already derelicts out there. You can make a medic mission, get a guy out of there that's still alive, or I don't know. Maybe it's a dead guy you have to salvage or something. There are a lot of things you can do right now with medics, and I want it. I want my pet in
It's
gameplay.
coming. It's coming.
I know, but still, scavenging is also a thing. I mean,
True.
there
Yeah.
are links out there, and I read that our good buddy Toby T said that it was pushed back again.
That also reminds me of something else that should be in 3.7, if I'm
And that is,
right and not mistaken. That was the whole prison cell inside caves. Where did
yeah,
that go?
I don't know. I'm looking at the roadmap right now, and it's not in.
Right. Okay. Nice. Thank
It's
you.
not. I don't see it. Let me put it like this: we got the good doctor. I'm not really a Star
I
Marine
haven't seen this
guy.
yet. No. Mm.
No, I'm not really about FPS Star Marine stuff. But I can imagine there are people that are. So good for them. We got we got a couple of minutes left. Character customization system V2. What's your thought about it?
I think it's more clear what to do now. Um, this whole construction with 3 phases and lend specific features of each phase and put it on your main phase. I think this is more understandable for the extra lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for the rest, yes, I hope they will eventually get us the option to save your appearance. That would be really nice because
Yeah, the seat thing. Yeah.
yeah, right now I don't care how I look like. I just get a random face and go with that. You know, it's I just have a helmet on. You don't see it anyway. But yeah, that save
Indeed.
feature would be really nice to have right now. But for the rest, I think it's a really decent editor, um, highly detailed. We could use the new haircuts, the new hair technique, but for the rest, it's
Should not be hoarding.
yeah. But it's looking good. It's looking good.
Yeah, well, the thing I like about it is that you can now just press the thing on the face. It's not
Yeah,
anymore on to the side. You can just press the nose. I want to change the nose, and it's more like The Sims. I want to change the nose. Oh, I want to change the
right.
eyebrows. I want to change the forehead. I want to change that. So you can now just do it much more interactively, and that's really one thing I really like about
Yep,
it.
good
One
change.
thing I didn't get to test because I have no friends. No, just kidding.
Mission sharing.
Yeah, sharing. Did you get to test it?
No, no. Like I said at the beginning, I was playing all alone, just to
Yeah.
get some good understanding of how the new things all work. But yeah, mission testing, I didn't do yet, but yeah, probably this week. From what I saw on streams and YouTube, it's really working decent.
Okay.
And
I haven't.
apparently also
I
VoIP
haven't seen
seems to be
anything
working.
about it. Okay, I haven't seen anything about it, so maybe we could
Yeah,
test it out
yeah.
when you go live, or maybe just in the private session. Another thing I want to talk about is the weapon attachment V2. We had scopes. Now we have the
Underbarrel.
underbarrel, but also the
Yeah.
silencer. I tried them all, and I must say I'm really impressed because as I said, the laser pointer works perfectly. The flashlight when you go into a cave, it works. It's narrower than the
Then the
headlight
headlight.
you have.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you actually see a difference. Also, what I like is when you put your weapon away, it will go out off.
Okay.
But if you pull it out, it will go. If it was on, it will stay on. So you don't have to just press U all the time to
Right.
get your underbarrel. So that's also a nice touch. Um, so yeah, I'm really. Did you try
No,
it?
I haven't tested it yet. One question for you though is: does it fit on every weapon, or is it weapon specific?
There are different kind of weapons,
Okay.
different kind of attachments. The I think the laser and the light are go on everything, but um,
The
the
scopes.
barrel stuff,
Hmm.
no, the barrel stuff like the flash hider, the compensator, and the silencer are all medium, small,
Right.
large, and also for ballistic and for laser.
Oh,
So you
okay.
got couple of options to choose from. So watch out if you're using a ballistic pistol. Don't buy a laser compensator because that
Doesn't
won't
fit.
work with
Yeah.
each other. Doesn't fit. No. But for the rest, yeah, it works nicely. I tried it out a little bit. I went into a cave with it. I went to shoot a couple of rocks. It's nice. It's
Cool.
I think I'm gonna use it a lot more right now because yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. Have you?
Another thing, ship rentals. I haven't tried
No,
that one
no,
yet. No,
no. It's
I don't have
just
enough money yet. No.
caves.
Caves. Oh,
Mining.
oh, what? Yeah.
Did you
Oh man, that
notice
was.
a graphical difference, by the way?
You said it indeed on the pre talk, but I haven't paid attention. I think.
Maybe
Tell me
it's
about
just me, but I think there's more contrast in the star, not the star map, but the sky, but then in space. It's more dark,
the nebula.
and you've got these nebula clouds which are more visible, and stars are more visible, more brighter, and the dark is more darker. It's I
Okay.
don't know. Was that in 3.6 as well? It really is picking my attention somehow.
Okay. Well, if we know that the subconscious is always the one being right, so if you think that's the case, you played more than me. I think you're right because uh, no. What I saw, for instance, when I made the screenshot was darker than normal.
Hmm.
So I think you're right, but I haven't paid attention to the stars and
Next
stuff. I
time
will
when you're
do
up
that.
there, take a look at them. It looks different in my opinion.
Okay. What I did notice, by the way, is the Mobi glass being faster,
Yeah.
stable. If you open it, it will go faster up, but also the screen is more stable. And also, if you are on a bed in Lorville,
Hmm.
if you stand up, it's not sitting
The whole
down, cracking your
animation.
neck
Oh,
anymore. It's just whoop, and you're up.
thank God.
So I don't know if it's bug or maybe a two time because I died once, maybe two time, but
It's the bad
I
animations are just so that's one of those things that gets me salty. It's like, yeah, it's fun the first time, but not the second time and
yeah,
the third time, and skip
yeah,
it.
I know. Okay, well, this is about it, Bok. We're almost
Are
out of
we
time. What
there
are you gonna?
yet? Bloody hell!
We there. You know what the Disco Lena always say? You made it. Well, we're at about almost 1 hour. I got a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes
Yes.
left. What are you gonna do this week? You gonna plan something? Yeah, well, you gotta.
Well, I'm
You're sick.
being sick. Yeah. My plans are get more into Star Citizen 3.7.
Mm-hmm.
Testing out more stuff because I really like it. Think I will go to Red Dead Redemption story mode a bit as well, and
Yeah,
hopefully I will play a bit with you in Star Citizen too.
of course.
So
Mission sharing.
yeah,
Speed testing.
we're gonna test
Test
that
it.
out to the fullest. Something that I saw that VoIP is working right now in general.
One thing. What I noticed is that if you go to VoIP in the menu,
Yeah,
you will be able to choose your microphone now,
yeah,
and it wasn't possible, and it's not possible now. So I can use VoIP again.
yay!
I'm so okay. We can test it one too.
So yeah,
Sweet.
that's it for this week for me. But and you, what are you gonna do, Mr.
Well,
Starburger?
I started Taekwondo again, so I have practiced 2 times a week. But
You
I
have to
heard
tell us
there's.
something, right?
Sorry, yeah. My first lesson or first training, I tried a kick. It wasn't. It was a very difficult kick, and my body said, "What the heck are you
You're
doing?"
getting
And
old.
I lacerated my hamstring again. So the same injury I had a couple of months ago. So I'm seeing a therapist now. Therapist, what's it called?
It's a
Physical
beautiful
guy.
masseuse from 19-year-old. Oh,
No, it's a guy from about 55, but he's good. So
You should
that's
pay
okay.
more.
No, no. So yeah, that's what. But I'm still gonna keep training or assisting. I posted or I retweeted a movie or a clip of me training with the guys. So if you want to see it, it's on my Twitter. What I'm also gonna try doing is streaming some more Red Dead Redemption. We're gonna maybe join you on stream if you're feeling better, or of course solo with both of us, see vision sharing works and stuff. So that kind of thing we're gonna do, and also work, of course. It's also,
Work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Has to be done.
Has to be done. So thank you all for watching and listening to us. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to follow Bockbiertje on various social media platforms. The links is in the description.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening to us. Keep in mind, don't be salty. Just enjoy Star Citizen, guys. That's all I will tell you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.